So this question said that a rectangular pyramid has an area 24 centimeters square and height 7.5 centimeters. We should find its volume. So I believe that this area is talking about the area of the rectangular base. Then this is the vertical height. So in this question, to solve the question, we have to get the formula for the volume of a pyramid, which is 1/3 base times base area times the height. So in this case, we are going to have 1/3. The base area has been given to be 24 centimeters square. Then the height 7.5 centimeters. So 3 here 1, 3 here 8. And if you use 8 to multiply 7.5, we are going to have 60 centimeter cube as the volume. Question 6. Now looking at this question, we are given a 10 term, and the 10 term is equal to a plus 10 minus 1, that's 9d. But since they said the 10 term is 32, and a, which is the first term, is equal to 3 over 2, that means we are going to have 3 over 2 plus 9 d equal to 32. So from here now, we can now solve it further, and you can find the LCM. The LCM will be 2. 2 divided by 2 times 3 will give me 3 plus 2 divided by 1 times 9 will give me 18d equal to 32. Now if we cross multiply, we are going to have 3 plus 18d equal to 64, because 2 times 32 will give you 64. So if you take 3 out, you are going to have 18d equal to 64 minus 3. Then from here, you are going to have 18d equal to 61. Then d will be equal to 61 over 18. So now that we have gotten the common difference, we can now get our fourth term. The fourth term is equal to a plus 3d. And what is a? 3 over 2 plus 3 times d. We have calculated d here to be 61 over 18. So we are going to have 61 over 18, here 1, here 6. Now if we find the LCM of these 2 and this 6, the LCM will be 6. 6 divided by 2 will give me 3, times 3 will give me 9, plus 6 divided by 6 will give me 1, times 61 will give me 61. So add it together, you are going to have 70 over 6. But that's not the final answer, because 2 can go in 70, 35, here 3. So the final answer is 35 over 3. We are leaving it like that because that's how we have it in the options. So that, because you can still simplify as a mixed number. Question 7. In how many ways can letters of zoology be arranged? So what to solve this question is very simple. If we count the number of letters that make up the word zoology, let's count it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will give me 7 factorial. But because we have some letters that are repeating themselves, that is, we have 0, and how many? We have O rather. How many O do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. So we divide it by 3 factorial. 3 factorial. And 7 factorial is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. So 3 times 2 times 1 up can cancel the 1 down, and we are left with 7 times 6 times 5 times 4, where 7 times 6 is 42, times this will give me 20. So if you multiply it, you are going to have 840 ways. So you can see it very simple. Now this question says we should integrate this um, expression. If you look at this, it looks like function of a function because you have an expression inside the bracket and you have a power outside. So to integrate it, you can write this as integral. This elongated s is the symbol for integration. Integral 2x plus 1 raised to power 3, but we are integrating it with respect to x. So we now say let u equal to what we have inside the bracket. Then if we differentiate u with respect to x, we are going to have 2, because if you differentiate this 2x, it will give you 2, which is the coefficient of x, and the constant will give you 0. So cross multiply. And how do we do that? We use this to multiply this. We have and use this one to multiply this. We have 2 dx equal to du. Then if we divide both sides by 2, we are going to have dx equal to du over 2. So now don't forget that this one can also be written as 1 over 2 du. So take note of that. We now go back to the original function where we have integral. Instead of 2x plus 1, we now write it as u raised by 3, but we are also replacing the x. The x is equal to half of the u. So we can replace the x with the half of the u. So if we factorize the half out, we are going to have half integral u raised by 3 du. Then that will give me half times, integrate this one will give us u raised by 4 over 4 plus c. And that will give me u raised by 4 plus u raised by 4 over 8 plus c. And what is u? Don't forget that we said u is 2x plus 1 raised by 4 over 8 plus c. So that's it. Very simple. The next question is on matrix. Now we have matrix A and B. So we have to find the product. So what we do is that use the element in the first row to multiply element in the first column, and that will give me 2 times 3. 2 times 3 plus 1 times 4. Then you use this 2 times 3 to multiply the element in the second column, and that will give us 2 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Now I've used this one to multiply the first column and the second column. I will use this second element and the element in the second row to multiply the element in the first column and the second column the way I did for the first one. So it's going to be 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4. So if I use it to multiply the second column, it will give me 2 times 2 plus 3 times 2. So now going to the third one, I will use to multiply the first and the second column. It will give me 1 times 3 plus 2 times 4. Then use it to multiply the second one. We have 1 times 2 plus 2 times 2. So from here, we are going to have our AB. This time this will give me 6 plus this will give me 4. Then this time this will give me 4 plus this will give me 2. Then this will give me 6 plus this will give me 12. This will give me 4 plus this will give me 6. Then this will give me 3 plus this will give me 8. And if I multiply this, I'm going to have 2 plus 4. So from here, I will have my final answer to be 10, 6, 18, 10, 11, 6. So that's the final answer. So The 10th question, which is the last question for today. Here they say given that r is equal to square root of 3v over pi h, and we have to make v the subject. So what you are going to do is that to remove the square root, we are going to square both sides so that we have r squared equal to 3v over pi h. Then the next thing is to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you have 3v equal to pi r squared h. Then you divide both sides by 3. We have v equal to pi r squared h over 3. So it's as simple as that. So let me give you some bonus tips on locus. Mainly we have three types of three. The first one is locus from a fixed point, equidistant from a fixed point. The locus of point equidistant from a fixed point is a circle. Take note of that. I repeat, the locus of point equidistant from a fixed point is a circle. Then the locus of point equidistant from two given points is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the 2 points. The locus of point equidistant from two given points is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the 2 points. Then the third one, the locus of point equidistant from two straight lines is the bisector of the angle between the two lines. I repeat it again. The locus of point equidistant from two straight lines is the bisector of the angle between the two straight lines. Have a wonderful day.